Hey there, VCE HHD students. My name's Andy. I'm a VCE Health and Human Development teacher. In this short video, we're going to look at answering the 2023 VCE HHD exam question number 6. Before we dive into this video, I'm still running one final HHD exam revision lecture for ACE on Sunday, the 27th of October from 1 till 4:30 p.m. This is a relatively new session that's been added recently, so if you still feel like you need a bit of assistance in preparing for the HHD exam, you might like to head to book.acevc.com and register for this session. In this session, I'll be going through exam strategies and advice, including for the extended response question. I'll cover the key content and the skills you need to be across for the exam. And if you sign up, you get a set of notes posted to your home with free shipping. You also see there's 7 other subjects available there, such as English, biology, psychology, and chemistry. And if you combine a couple of those with HHD, you can save up to 20% on the cost of a ticket. So if you head to book.acevc.com, you can register for that session. So in this question here, we're looking at question 6, which was worth 8 marks in the 2023 exam. A reminder that we also have YouTube videos for all of the questions from 2018 to 2022 VCAR exams. So if you head to our YouTube channel and look through our back catalogue, you can go through and take a look at all of those questions. If you've completed these past exams and found some of those questions challenging, we break down all of those questions. So just have a look through our back catalogue. So you can see here, question 6 started with a graph which was looking at the age standardized DALY, okay, per 1,000 population for a range of conditions. And so you can see over here is the key with the different conditions, okay, and then the graph is looking at the different years, okay, and the DALY per 1,000 population. And so A was just for 2 marks, asking you to describe the term disability adjusted life year as a measure of health status. So this is really emphasizing once again the importance of knowing those glossary terms. I'd probably always say to my students, if it's worth 2 marks, try to ensure that you're separating your answer into 2 sentences. It just makes it a bit easier to mark often when questions or answers are broken down into separate sentences. So you can see here there was a number of points that students could have included as part of their description to achieve marks for this question. So you could have talked about the calculation of YLL plus YLD, okay, helping to work out the DALY, or that it's a measurement of burden of disease, okay, or it equals 1 year of healthy life lost to ill health or premature deaths. There's a range of different things you could have included for a couple of points to achieve the 2 marks for that particular question. Just a reminder, if you're a keen HHD student and you're doing HHD in 2025, but you're watching this video, I've been fortunate to work with ACE and author a new book with over 500 marks worth of practice questions for the new study design next year. And so these are broken down into the different key knowledge points for the course, so it can help students to prepare for the SACs and obviously exam at the end of the year. So if you head to book.acevc.com and scroll to the bottom, you'll see this book is now available. It's been published and copies are going to the post daily, so you can head there and get your hands on that. B, okay, for this question here was worth 6 marks, and you have to select one of the conditions that was shown, okay, in the graph, but also below here, okay, by ticking the appropriate box. So you will note that these are related to Unit 3 Area Study 2, and so then you had to refer the information provided, so the data in the graph, and your own understanding of the action areas of the old chart of health promotion to analyse the ways in which health promotion might bring about improvements in health status in Australia for your selected condition. So if we go back and take a look at the graph, okay, you'll see that for all of these conditions from 2003 to 2018, there is generally, okay, a trend of there being a decrease in the age standardized DALY per 1,000 population for these conditions. So when you are answering this 6-mark question for B, okay, you could be referring to the fact that health promotion, okay, may have contributed to this reduction, okay, in DALY by referring back to whichever of these particular conditions you were focusing on and the information included in the graph. So that was important because it did say they're referring to the information provided. So when it's talking about the action areas of the Ottawa Charter, hopefully remember that's those 5 different action areas, and lots of students and schools use the mnemonic bad cat smell dead rats to remember those. And so for 6 marks, I'd be thinking that you're probably, it's probably a good idea to try to link into at least 3 of those action areas and then how they might have helped to reduce the DALYs for whichever of these particular conditions you've chosen. So you can see here, that the question was done reasonably well, but there's still quite a low amount of students that are achieving, okay, essentially full marks for this particular question. And so you can see they've given an example of a high scoring response here. And you just needed to make sure that when you were linking into the action areas, you were linking into whichever issue you were choosing, not just generally talking about the action areas. So this student here talked about building healthy public policy and talked about increasing taxes on tobacco or legislation to ban smoking in public places, and then linked that into reducing things like lung cancer prevalence. And then they talked about developing personal skills, so health promotion campaigns such as the QUIT campaign might reduce smoking and then lung cancer mortality. And they talked about the fact these campaigns involve things like educating through mass media advertising, information on their website. They also linked that into empowering individuals to have knowledge to quit smoking, and once again linked that into reducing lung cancer and mortality. They also then mentioned reorienting health services, and that's where they linked in some of the information from the graph, okay, and talked about health professionals might put more of a focus on preventative aspects in their consultation rather than just diagnosing and just treating individuals with lung cancer, and linked that into reducing YLLs from lung cancer, so a link into health status as well. So you can see here how across this answer, they linked in 3 of the different action areas. They talked about sort of empowering individuals, which is part of health promotion. They linked in some information from the graph and also some health status terms there. And so that would have helped them, okay, to achieve maximum marks in this particular question. So you might like to go back and choose one of those particular focuses of the question there and have a go at this particular question. Okay, if you are after some more sample answers, the Health Resources Hub have put together a suggested sample answers document for the 2023 VCE HHD exam. So if that's something you're interested in, you might like to talk to your teacher about that. And then you can see a reminder here that we've got over 190 videos available on the Health Resources Hub YouTube channel. So if you're on YouTube, you can subscribe with the button in the bottom corner of the video there. It'll also give you alerts to new videos that are coming out in the lead up to the exam this year. We've also got our website, the hrh.net.au, where there's lots of opportunities for teachers and students. Also our social media links there if you'd like to follow us, and our email if you'd like to get in touch. Thanks so much.